Okay, just got into Colorado, a couple miles in, and it looks like we are heading directly towards snow-capped mountains. And I see some Vargo over here in the clouds, which means it's looking to rain or snow, but it's not quite reaching the ground. I think we're coming up to St. Louis or St. Louis Pass. The town is 18 miles ahead. I've got no cell signal. I don't think I do. 60 miles to Great Sand Dunes National Park. 18 to St. Louis. I guess I'm going to have to get a weather report before I attempt to go through the pass to see what's going on there. Temperatures dropped slightly. I've got my winter gloves, not my mesh gloves on. I've had them on since this morning. I think since Vaughn, where it said it was 45. They're not as comfortable as my mesh gloves, but they're certainly keeping my hands warmer. I'll update you further when I get closer to those mountains. Hopefully we'll turn by then. Hey, later. So we ended up turning away from those mountains, but then we're headed right for those mountains. Okay. Yeah. Take your motorcycle, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Yeah, we came for the adventure. I don't think we're in trouble, but you never know with Colorado. That's one of the things I know about Colorado. It could be nothing or it could be everything. Okay, have a good one. We'll be back. San Luis, and speed limit is 25. I was hoping they would have a visitor center easily spotted, but I don't see one. Oldest town in Colorado. And that is about it. Nothing there to stop for, really. I always hate when you see cars parked up on the side of the road like this. Like, is this a speed trap or what? Okay, I'm gonna keep on going. Didn't like that there was any place to eat there. Next town would be Fort Garland, 16 miles away. Again, the wind's picked up, really bad crosswind here. I keep having to lean to the left. You might be able to hear it in the microphone. It's coming right in the left side of my helmet. And I guess we're gonna head back to those snow-capped mountains. There's nothing I can do about it. I can put my hand up there. It's just, I don't know where it's blowing in, but there's nothing stopping it. Put my neck down. Oh, there, I can get behind the windshield, I guess. I guess we could put this vent up too. maybe we'll turn our heaters back on. So normally I would stop and take a picture of this so that I could post it to Facebook or Instagram. But you see that Varga there? Well, that's not half as bad as the Varga coming this way. And I like to be past all that before anything happens, because it looks nice over there. I'm not sure, but it's all cloudy over there. And I've got 31 miles to go. I would like to get through the mountain pass and on the other side, because as soon as it snows, you don't have much choice. You got to stop wherever you're at. You can't go take shelter anywhere. You just have to stop. I definitely don't have the tires for driving in the snow, and this is not the type of bike you want to be balancing around corners. So I've seen it freak snowstorm in Colorado before in the middle of May. So we lived in Colorado Springs, Pueblo. Yeah, it doesn't last very long. It doesn't stay on the ground very long, but you're gonna have to stop. There's just no two ways about it. I think we're in Fort Garland, maybe. I think that's what this is called, Fort Garland. I can't see what my speed is. And we're hanging a left at the stop sign. Ah, shit. I was hoping to go that way, but railroad tracks. My GPS says turn left. I got Waze running, so there's a sign over there that says watch for wildfire. Now I'm heading right. Okay, well, there's a motel lodge there. Looks empty. Whether it's open or not, that's a different story. Uh, 29 miles to go. So, gotta watch out for elk or caribou the next 13 miles or something like that. Alright, so now the snow-capped mountains are on the right of me. And we're going to go right under this, hopefully, before it touches the ground. I see it's touching the ground over there. It's either going to get much warmer when I pass under this or much colder. We'll see. Damn. A few minutes and you might not be able to see those mountains. That's a good sign. Motorcycle coming the other way. So it looks like he got through. I don't see people coming with windshield wipers. That's a good sign. But the wind is really picking up here. We're at another small town. Going down to 50, down to 35, I suspect. Right over Blanca, town of Blanca. Slight raindrops on my window. Wind has really picked up, and as long as it's rain, not hail or snow. I'm driving right into a headwind here. It'd be nice to get through this. Luckily on the Gold Wing, I'm going to cross my fingers and say this, but usually you don't get too wet. So these guys that tease me about having this huge windshield here, when it's 45 degrees out and it's raining, yeah, they just wish they had this windshield. The fairing, my legs are behind it, swoops right over, the wind swoops right over. So unless I'm stopped, when the rain's coming straight down, that's when I start getting wet. But otherwise, I can tuck in a little bit and stay fairly dry. Fairing does a good job of deflecting all that. And my giant windshield. This windshield is called the Tulsa Tall. It's an aftermarket windshield. Came with the bike when I bought it. These windshields are upwards of $250 for a Gold Wing windshield. I ain't gonna replace it right now. I got better things to spend my money on than to take something that protects me from the wind and rain and cold. "21 miles to go." Okay, I'll shut the camera off. If something gets interesting, I'll turn it back on. Laters.